I'm convinced that even though political systems are different, they can learn from each other's strengths, and they should learn from each other's strengths without judging, without feeling morally superior to each other. China sent thousands of delegations to Europe and to Germany to learn from German best practice in the past. We should do vice versa, while maintaining our differences, acknowledging our differences, but really understanding that we can learn. And from Chinese governments, you can learn that a lot of everyday life is much more people-centered, much more thinking about the benefit of the people than we see in some parts over here. We should learn from that people-focused and people-centered approach. Also, that economic activity needs to be grounded and based in the real economy that makes an impact on people's life, that transforms people to be able to live better. China is making a quite significant contribution, in my view, because it adheres to its principles, its ideas about global governance. We hear a lot about multipolarity these days. Everyone is talking about transition of the world order, about multipolarity, but multipolarity is not like multipolarity. There are different understandings of it. And right now, there's a lot of talk about spheres of influence again. But this understanding of multipolarity, in my view, has nothing to do with the Chinese concept of global governance as put forth in the Global Governance Initiative, and as embodied in that notion of the world as a community of common destiny with a shared future. China still believes in an international rules-based order. It ensures stability and peace. And I think what we can learn from the Chinese government's approach is that it needs to be reformed. It needs to be more inclusive, more fair, more balanced, especially if you look at the Global South and countries of the Global South. We need to decide in which world we want to live in. And I'd rather like to live in a world with an inclusive global order than in one that is just dominated by competition of the strongest powers.